How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another BLADE-OSOPHY Sunday, and today let's talk about scales, shall we? Let's talk about the scales we have to build, we have to live with in our everyday lives. Sometimes scales are gonna be varied, right? Sometimes they're gonna be made out of G10, out of FRN, the first material we can make our psychological or emotional scales out of. Sometimes it can be a better, perhaps a better G10, or perhaps even bone. Sometimes we might be able to build ourselves an armor or scales out of micarta, or aluminium, or whatnot, titanium. Fantastic, not corrosive, lightweight, strong material. What about carbon fiber? What kind of scales do you wear on your skin, around your heart, around your psyche? We all wear scales, different kinds, and it's only natural. It's like clothing. We can't just go out there without any clothing. We need scales. We need this covering on our skins, on our psychological balance, on our, how should I put it? Psychological balance, self-esteem, etc., etc. Why? Well, because the world is what it is. And I guess we don't have to go in depth as to why, but rather understand that we do need a protection, that we do need scales, that they are meant for something. And so is clothing meant for something. And so in our blades, they perform different tasks, including aesthetically. In our case, that might just be the same. And as we can see here in the blades that I have lying down on the table, they have different shapes, right? Different ergonomics. And they're suitable for each and every different knife that we see here on the table. Yeah, we may argue that some may not be as suitable as others, that we may prefer titanium over FRN, and that's understandable. But at the same time, we all don't start with titanium, don't we? We start with whatever we have at hand. And we protect our personalities, and we protect our world, and we protect ourselves with whatever we have at hand. But at some point, that stress and that anxiety of protecting. You know, sometimes we may think, oh, give me something as strong as the Spyderco Tough. That handle seems so strong, or the Microtech Stitch, or the XM18 full tie. I want something as strong as that, or an ADB scale, or something even stronger. The I don't remember the name, but it doesn't matter. And we may want a thicker, a heavier armor to protect ourselves. And sometimes that may be necessary. That may very well be necessary at times, but not all the time. And there will come a time, there will come a moment when we might get to a material like titanium or something even better that is strong and light and anti-corrosive and comfortable to wear, until we can live in our own skin how it is, and just accept that and live with it in peace, independently of anybody else, what anyone else thinks about us, about the way we live, about the way we collect, about the way we teach, and so on and so on. With this, what I want to get to is, we go through different stages in life. We go through different armors. We go through different scales. We go through different skins. When we are born, if you look at the skin of a newborn, it's so soft and so delicate and so thin. And, you know, with time it starts becoming rough. And with the sun, it darkens. But at the same time, every time we take a shower, a part of it falls off. And so we are changing scales, we are changing skin continuously. And that is what I want to focus on. We are changing continuously, and that's important. When you see water going through a river, for that water to be healthy, to be alive, it needs to keep on running. But when it's stuck, what happens? It overflows and it's lost. And so to flow, to understand that we can't just keep one scale and get fixated on that. We gotta move on. We gotta move on to try different things, to try a better plastic, a better FRN, a better G10, a better micarta, linen micarta, to try different types of bone, and with that, different colors. And that is going to bring about life as well. To arrive to a carbon fiber, so many different carbon fibers out there, and growing. And, you know, something that is strong and beautiful and flexible and light. Till we arrive to aluminum, to titanium, to different types of wood. So we go through different stages. We go through different types of skin, different types of scales in our lives. And that is just normal. The thing is not to be fixated in one of them and to allow life to run through us and to allow ourselves to run with life in order for us not to become a swamp and exactly swamp the water in one place and not allowing it to keep on running. Yeah, we gotta protect ourselves. There are things that need to be protected within us. There are things that are only for us to know, to understand. And in this era that we are living, that where everybody publicizes too much, even those things that are meant to be part of our core, perhaps. And that core is protected because of some reason, just as the earth is protected by the atmosphere, just as the brain and the heart are protected by a skull, a strong skull, and skin and flesh and bones and whatnot, right? It is the same with our emotional world, with our psychological world. And to be aware and careful who we let in. And I mention this because of exactly this world that we live in and social media and you know, how things are becoming so shallow. Just a thought, just a thought. Meanwhile, I continue my progression in this selection of scales for my life and for my blades. But what do you think? Where are you at? And do you protect yourself? Let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Professor EDC out.